What's up, guys? It's me again, Christian Rodriguez, and today I kind of just wanted to give a brief update on myself and what I've been doing, what I've been working on. I've been posting content, a little bit of content on stuff that I'm learning, stuff that I've learned in the past, or stuff that's ongoing. I know you guys are seeing a lot of. I'm posting N8N content on AI automation. Like connecting different. I don't want to bore you guys if you're not into this, but yeah, connecting different APIs to each other so I can create something using AI, which is really cool. And I'm actually starting to get the hang of it. I'm learning little by little. It's like I'm starting to reach the phase that it's starting to actually become actually enjoyable. At first, it's not enjoyable. It's very cognitively. It's like a mental workout, but it's starting to become more enjoyable. But yeah. So as I mentioned before, I recently moved to Chicago from New York. I'm living in an Airbnb, a crappy little Airbnb. It's a mess in here. I would show you around. My desk is literally a ping pong a beer pong table. It's actually like pretty funny, but yeah, no, this works. But yeah. So right now I've been learning AI automation. I've been learning no code. I'm working on starting my own business. So that's like the number one thing I'm working on right now. But I also have been reading books. I'm also learning French. At least 15 minutes a day I'm studying French, whether that's reading, listening to podcasts while I walk outside in my AirPods, like little stuff like that. I even use ChatGPT to give me some stories. I learned that from Steve Kaufman. If you know him, he's a polyglot. He's very good. I think he knows like 20 languages. I follow his YouTube channel. If you guys learn another language, I recommend you follow him just because he gives you a lot of good tips on how to learn a new language. But yeah, I've been doing that. I also work out. I work out every day. I do some form of physical activity, and I know people say that you shouldn't. You need days of rest. I don't exactly agree with that because I've been doing it. I'm perfectly fine. I've also been. I've probably been in the best shape I've been in my life because of it. Especially I haven't been doing Muay Thai because I'm in a new city. And I'm working on this business, and creating content for you guys, so this is very time consuming. But I do focus on doing some form of physical activity each day. Some days I might not go that intense. It might go light. Like today, I'm probably gonna do a light workout, do some walking outside. But I don't really want to do just about everything. I don't want to overwork myself either. But at the same time, I don't think, especially if you're like me and you're sitting at your desk, you're sitting down all day. I think the worst thing you can do is not do any physical activity. Plus, I think it's good for here. It just really helps me clear up my mind. It makes me ready to keep going and keeps me ambitious. So I mentioned it in a old video, but you really need to work out. Like working out is such an important thing. Every morning there's a park like nearby, and they have like pull-up bars and they have like a dip machine. They kind of have like a little calisthenics area, and I use it. I do pull-ups there every day. Today I haven't because I woke up late, but I do pull-ups just about every day. I do pull-ups. I use the dip machine. I use the dip. I don't know what's it called, but you know what I'm talking about. That thing you use to do dips on. But yeah, I began creating content, and I'm gonna be honest. I enjoy this. I've been enjoying this. I'm talking to you guys. I'm probably connecting with new people, and I don't even realize who you are yet. But it's great. If you're thinking about creating content, just do it. Just start doing it. And if anyone's trying to make you, if anyone tells you that it's stupid or it's bad or anything, just cut them off. No, I'm not kidding. Like, just cut them off. If it's family, keep your distance. But don't let anyone stop you. I've mentioned that before. I don't really want to get too far into that. I don't want to repeat myself. But, yeah, I also read books, new books. I'm currently reading Win Friends and Influence People. I'm also listening to the audiobook. Forgot the name of it. Flip the Script. Forgot the name of the author, but it's Flip the Script. That's the thing about audiobooks. Sometimes you don't realize the title or the name of the author unless you've read the book. But yeah, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I used to do both. I used to drink. I used to get drunk to an oblivion. So I'm not gonna say that I'm an angel and I've never done any of that stuff. Trust me, I've smoked a ton of weed, and it's not worth it. I'm saying this. I'm not saying this to say that I'm cool. No. It's not worth it. I'm working on too many important things. I'm working on my goals, and alcohol. The thing about alcohol is that it can hold you back. Me waking up hungover is not going to help me. First of all, I might be hungover the entire day, and it's not going to help me work on my goals. It's not gonna make me want to go to the gym. It's actually gonna make me do the opposite. It's gonna make me lay in bed all day, and that's not what I want to do. Plus, it messes up your skin. It makes you look puffy in the face. I do facial neck exercises daily, and I would say that stuff doesn't help. It just messes up your appearance. Especially for a man, like you're gonna start looking like look, I already have a receding hairline. So the last thing I want to do, I gotta shave my head anyway today, but the last thing I want to do is drink alcohol and make myself start looking round and fat, and then I also have a receding hairline because then it looks bad. So now that I'm in shape and I'm working on fixing my jawline, like working out my jawline. I'm doing different like facial and neck exercises. I also don't drink alcohol because that's part of the reason. There's many different reasons. I don't really feel like I need to tell you guys that it's not good for you. It isn't. And that's the thing. By me choosing to do all this stuff, it kind of narrows down your social circles. It naturally does. It's naturally gonna narrow down who's in your life. It's gonna narrow down who you're compatible with. And that's the thing. I'm from New York. I've always heard about like Wrigleyville and like the Chicago Cubs. And so I went up there. I was in Lincoln Park, which is like a nice area in Chicago, a nice neighborhood. And I walked all the way to Wrigley, and they have like Wrigleyville, and they have like, it's like around the stadium, there's like a bunch of cool little bars where you can go like before or after the game, or even during if you're not going to the game. It's a really like cool little place. The only thing is, it's not my scene anymore. So I was walking there, and I was like, maybe at 22 I would have enjoyed this. But me at 27, it's kind of pointless. It's not really my type of environment anymore. And that's the thing. Things change. Time progresses. And I guess the point of the matter is that you're gonna evolve. You're gonna evolve as you get older, and you're not gonna want to do the same things you did when you were younger. And this is why every man has to have goals. Because if you're aimless, you're gonna be part of someone else's goals. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you're gonna be too busy chasing women, chasing drugs, alcohol, validation, whatever it is. You're gonna be chasing just about everything. you might gain weight. You're gonna be focused on other people's lives instead of your own. And I talk about this because it can be lonely. Like it definitely can be, but you also have to really like work for something. You have to have some sort of goal, because I notice many men out there don't have anything to work towards. They just go to work. They spend 8 hours at work Monday through Friday. At Friday at 5 o'clock, they're out of the office. Maybe they go to the bar for happy hour. They get a little drunk. They get home. Whatever. Maybe they stay up a little later, watch the basketball game or something. But that's not. I say this because you guys need to have some sort of like direction. Like you need to work for something. Because what I recently learned by me giving myself all these responsibilities and stuff to work towards, it makes it easy. It actually does. Like ironically, like people say like, oh, you're insane for going to a city you don't know anyone. I actually find it kind of tolerated. I find it very easy because I know what I'm working towards. I have something that I could work towards every single day. So I don't feel like that lonely. I feel like, okay, I'm doing something great. I'm making an impact in the universe, right? If you put me in Chicago and I was just here to get drunk and get high or chase women, I'd probably be lonely as hell. I'd be like, oh, I don't want to be here. I don't have friends here. I don't have this. But then that's when you don't go after your dreams. So I guess this was just a little bit of an update on what I've been doing in my life right now. But yeah, is there times, it's not perfect. It's not perfect every day. There's days that I'm definitely like not feeling 100%. Like this morning I was like, I had to push myself a little bit more to do work, to make videos for you guys. But sometimes that's part of it. That's part of the battle. And yeah, I guess the main thing about what I've learned from this experience is that having a direction to go. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the same direction as me. But having some sort of direction it makes everything far more easier. It makes everything better. Also, fitness. Fitness, I think, is really important. I know there's successful people who don't do fitness and have a lot of money, but I trust me, fitness is extremely important. I think you don't have to be as fit, like, you don't have to do what I do, but you could do something. Just do some sort of physical activity. That's the main goal. That's a very important goal. And you'll enjoy your money even more. But I don't even know why I'm looking at this. I'm freeballing it at this point. But yeah. Thank you guys so much, and thank you guys for listening. And feel free to go down in the comments. Feel free to let me know what you guys think. If you guys have a similar journey, hey, let me know. And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon.